So last weekend, my family decided to have a little get-together at the local park, which always means my Uncle Larry will inevitably show up with his classic, slightly rusted 98 Buick and a new story about how he could have gone pro in some absurd skill. This time, though, he was on about his legendary ability to parallel park in any situation. I should have known something was up when he winked and said, "I can fit this baby anywhere, watch and learn, kids." My cousin and I exchanged skeptical looks but figured, hey, maybe we'd finally see a parking miracle. Larry revved up, cranked the wheel, and began what can only be described as a vehicular interpretive dance. First, he swung the Buick halfway onto the curb, then somehow managed to bump into the same trash can twice, even though it had rolled away after the first hit. The car seemed to be pirouetting in place, while Larry muttered things like, "It's all about the angle, and you gotta feel the car's chakras." After 10 minutes, 3 sidewalks, and 2 very startled pigeons later, he finally stopped, perfectly perpendicular to the curb, blocking 2 spots and an ice cream cart. By now, a small crowd had gathered, including one guy who started selling popcorn and a lady who yelled, "Is this a performance art piece?" Larry just grinned, stepped out of the car like he'd just nailed an Olympic routine, and announced, "See? That's how it's done. Flawless." My aunt, who was trying not to laugh, asked, "Larry, you sure you know what parallel means?" He shrugged and said, "Of course. Parallel to my own expectations." It wasn't until we were all leaving, and Larry had to back out again, that my little cousin piped up, "Uncle Larry, why do you always park in reverse?" Larry put on his sunglasses, nodded sagely, and said, "Because, kid, I'm a master of reverse psychology."